Yo, what's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? We back in this bitch back-to-back days. OTP, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. A lot to get off our chest. Big day in sports today. Shh. Come
Yes,
on.
sir. Welcome back to the stream. Thank y'all for fucking with us. Thank y'all for listening in. We're just gonna get right into it. We're gonna talk a little bit of baseball today. We're gonna talk a little bit of football. We got some hot topics for football as always. But we gotta start off with the hot topic. We gotta start off with baseball. The playoffs kicked off. The 2023 playoffs kicked off. 4 games, and it was a good one. So the first game we had, we talked about it yesterday on the pod. We had the Rangers going into Tampa Bay, and they took care of business for nothing. And boy, I wasn't expecting that. Did anyone else expect that? Real quick, a game one win.
I said the Rangers sweep. That is what I called.
Oh, the Rangers sweep. All right,
That was a good call.
So you would have
Gabe say that?
So yeah. Oh no, Gabe said in 3, but I've been said this, bro. Stars, you know what I'm saying? The stars of the Rangers just outmatched the stars from the Rays, and that's what playoffs comes down to at the end of the day. And you know what I'm saying? I think it said a lot today, actually. Stars was probably the topic of the day. Like, just all, you know what I'm saying? Coming in through every game, like, the stars came through.
Yeah, I mean there were a lot of errors. The Rays definitely, I would say the Rays beat themselves today. They chose a pretty bad time to play about the worst defense they've played all year. So I think that really bit them in the ass. But it does come down to the stars. They didn't have their full strength lineup, full starting lineup. But
Corey
the
Seager,
Rangers,
Corey Seager came through today.
Corey Seager came through 2 for 4. What did he do? He had a.
He scored a run and he had an RBI. He scored on that error. On the wild pitch.
They had 4 errors.
I mean, bro, that's just Bochy's teams come to play. They don't make mistakes like that.
You know who looks good is Evan Carter, the young prospect. He went 2 for 2. He might have drawn a couple walks, made a nice diving play out there in the outfield too.
Dude, the
Started
stud.
and left. He looked good. I'm like, oh shit! I didn't even know this guy was eligible to play in the playoffs. He just got called up. But yeah, man, the Rays they took care of business. Shout out to it was Jordan Montgomery, who I thought was gonna get. I said yesterday that the Rays were gonna win Game 1 specifically because Jordan Montgomery was pitching. But damn, 7 innings pitched, 6 hits. No earned runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts.
Dude's a stud, bro. I mean, yeah, when it comes down to it, bro, Jordan Montgomery is a baller. You can't lie. Great acquisition by the Rangers.
My only fucking question is why couldn't he do this for Yankees? That's my only fucking question. Where was this at a year ago, Jordan? We needed you, bro.
Bochy's the difference, bro.
Yeah, he didn't have this stuff a year ago. Like I told you earlier, Lou. They said he was playing it. They're saying he's pitching the best he's ever pitched in his life, and it looked like it today. The Rangers shut out the Rangers 4-0. Now we move on to the other American League wild card. The Twins and the Blue Jays. Blue Jays going into Minnesota for the 3-game series, and the Twins, the home team, comes out with the win, 3-1. I also personally wasn't expecting this one, but damn, and now it's looking like the Twins are they're a lock for this round because they had a good game. Pablo Lopez had a good game, and they have another starting pitch. They only need to win one more game, and tomorrow they got Sonny Gray going, and he had about the 3rd lowest ERA in the MLB. So look for him to really lock in on that strike zone and just be ready to take them to that next round. But yeah,
I don't know, bro. I mean, this is exactly what I predicted right here. I said the Twins were gonna win Game 1, Blue Jays 2 and 3, bro. I mean, well, like I said before, bro, the stars came to play. Royce Lewis.
2 bombs. Questionable going. 2 bombs going into the game. The first one, full pitch or full count. Fastball. Kevin Gausman challenged him fastball, and man, he hit that shit out the park.
I mean, a dude with injury history too, bro. So you don't even know if he's gonna come in and play. Dude comes up, shows up, and he balls out, bro. It was his coming out party today for sure. I think he just put his name on the map today with those 2 bombs. And what I said, stars, bro. He came out as a star today and proved himself. Another star, Carlos Correa, with a huge play to save a run that possibly might have saved a big inning, bro. That play was nice. It's one of the biggest arms in the league. I mean, you gotta respect that. He always comes to play in the playoffs. But like I said, bro, stars, and I think the Blue Jays still have more of those. And look out for that 2 and 3 games. You know what I mean? If I'm wrong, I'll hold it. But I already predicted. You know what I'm saying? The reverse sweep from the Blue Jays. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's looking tough for Toronto, but they have Jose Barrios going. He's having a good year, but like I said, they got Sonny Gray, so it'll be interesting. Then we move on to the National League. We'll start off with the big upset. The Arizona Diamondbacks beat the Brewers 6 to
What the
3.
fuck happened
It,
here? Nah,
it
real
was
shit. I need y'all to break this down. I need y'all to break this down for me because we was
okay.
just talking about yesterday. The Brewers had the best bullpen. What the fuck happened to them, bro? Real shit, bro. What the
Okay,
fuck
so
happened to them, bro?
so we could recap the whole game. So the Diamondbacks came with a pitching strategy that was, I don't know, outside of the box or some shit. I don't know. They're basically going from the back of their rotation to the beginning. So they used their third best pitch. They used the pitcher who they would have used in Game 3 traditionally. They used their third best pitcher in Game 1, and they come out with the win. So they had their third. It was it Brandon Fat?
Yeah, something like that, bro. His name's hard to pronounce.
Whatever the fuck his name is. He would have started the Game 3 traditionally, you know. Because the Diamondbacks have two aces. They have Zach Gallen. They have Merrill Kelly. Those are the co-aces. You know, that's what really got them to the playoffs in the pitching department. And they chose not to use any of them and use them for tomorrow. So tomorrow, one of them's going. I can check right now.
So look. Let me tell you how. Let me break it down for you. Like what their thinking was. So Diamondbacks are thinking that Brandon Woodruff's not playing, so that's already their second pitcher out. If you think about it, the Brewers really only had one guy that they're relying 100% to get a win on, Corbin Burns, right? So if you throw out your third best pitcher for Game 1, that, you know what I mean, the Brewers have the advantage. But now for Games 2 and 3, the Diamondbacks have the advantage, right? So the Diamondbacks, it's not like they were throwing this game, but they were relying more on Game 2 and 3. And today's win was so huge that I think it actually did lock up the series for the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, because they got their ace
What?
you know, versus similar for the Diamondbacks today. The Brewers, they got about probably their third best option going tomorrow. So it'll be ace versus third best option in a win or go home for the Brewers. So it's not looking too good for them.
So yeah, that was another one that, hold up, I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I mean, I think I was the only one on the broadcast to say that the Diamondbacks are gonna win, if I'm correct. And like I said, bro, the topic of the day, the stars, man. The stars came to play. Corbin Carroll, tank.
Yeah.
Ketel Marte, tank. Christian Walker, he didn't hit a tank, but that ball was scorching out to center field. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, bro, the stars came out to play, bro, and I think that made a huge difference. 3 for 4 out of Christian Walker. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the Brewers lineup just can't do it, bro. I don't see it. They actually didn't do too bad today. They started off hot, but it's like they just don't. Like I said, they don't have those stars for in those clinch moments. I think they had bases loaded today, no outs, and didn't score. So it's like they don't have those stars for those type of clutch moments to bring runs in. And that was like a huge reason why I chose the Diamondbacks and why I'm still riding with them.
Yeah, it was a huge win. Like they were up 3-0. The Brewers were up. They started off 3-0 against that Diamondbacks pitcher, and it was looking good. And then here come the Diamondbacks stars prevailed. Like it was Carroll, Marte back to back side up, and then from there, it was pretty much over. The Diamondbacks, they pitched a good bullpen game. They pitched a really good bullpen. They treated it like a bullpen game. They didn't have a long leash for anybody. If they showed signs of weakness or maybe the matchup wasn't exactly how they felt like it was gonna go, they were pulling pitchers because they ran through a lot of pitchers today, and they really are gonna rely on this next game and maybe the next game after that because
well, also the Brewers also used a lot of their bullpen. Burns only went 4 innings, so they went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pitchers today.
Yeah,
they want to preserve him, or like why?
No, he got smacked.
Yeah, and then the Brewers bullpen did okay, but in the end, Devin Williams, their best arm, their best piece in the bullpen got to him. Christian Walker got to him. Clutch, what was it? A double, 2 RBI double, top of the 9th.
Devin Williams wasn't looking good. He couldn't throw a strike. And, and I remember I told y'all yesterday, this team, they're not built for the playoffs, not icy. And I mean, I think their two best pitchers today, or the ones that got smacked. So that showed a lot, bro. And I think that's pretty much series wraps, to be honest. Out of all the series, I think this one is probably the most locked in.
Damn.
Yeah. And then so for the last game of the night in the National League, it was the Phillies versus Marlins. As is looked on paper, the Phillies looking like the favorites, and it pretty much looked like it in Game 1. Zach Wheeler came out, no runs through about 7 innings, so he pitched good dominance. Meanwhile, Luzardo, on the other hand, he was shaky. So the Phillies, they did their thing. They scored a run or two consistently here and there, and that was pretty much it. The Marlins couldn't do much on offense at all. So that was almost an easy victory for the Phillies. This one's looking like a lock too, because they have another pitcher in Aaron Nola who could really shove for the Phillies. So.
Yeah, that's raps, man. I mean,
That's
Zach Wheeler,
raps, man.
dealing. I mean, like I said, the stars, Trey Turner came out to play. Castellanos came out to play. Harper scored a run. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you know these guys are going to show up in big moments. It's just never really was a question though this series.
Yeah, it never was. But the Phillies looked good. So just real quick, we could just we could all each do who we thought had the biggest win today in Game 1. I'll start, and we just talked about it for a minute. I think it was the Diamondbacks, because they came out with the strategy to not use their ace and to rely on these next 2 games. And to get this game, so now they have 2 chances, and they have it set up to where they have their 2 best pitchers versus the Brewers' 2 last options to pitch in the rotation. So it's really lopsided in the pitching department. The Brewers have to hit themselves out of this. So I think the Diamondbacks really set themselves up nicely here, and then looking like they're gonna go play. Who would it be? It'd be the Dodgers, huh?
I think.
No? Yeah, it'd be the Dodgers.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to say I think the biggest win on today was the Texas Rangers. I mean, you come out and you shut out a team like the Rays. You don't particularly even play the best that your team can, and you win in a way that nobody expected you to win. A grind out game, 4-0. You know what I mean? Like small ball. You know what I mean? And you got Nathan Eovaldi, big time pitcher tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Playoff experience. So I think the Rangers come in, shut it down tomorrow. Game 1 was just huge for them. Now you don't have to rely on Scherzer coming back. You can just focus on the games ahead of you.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. The biggest win of today is by far the Minnesota Twins, bro. They finally gave this city hope when it comes to baseball, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I thought Vladimir was gonna show why this nigga was gonna make this playoffs a movie. I'm not gonna lie, bro. What else? Like, I don't know what we're waiting for. Like, what more? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know though, bro. I think the Twins though had a great day today. Like y'all been saying all day, Royce Lewis. That's just now. Like, this doesn't have to be said. Carlos Correa, that throw was crazy. So yeah, I think they just had a good day. I think they gave that city hope. I think they're gonna keep the momentum going and then they're sweep them at this point, bro.
I'm about to change my answer. I agree with you, bro. Actually, now that you say that,
It's just
it's
like
18
bro.
years is crazy for your first playoff win. That is the biggest win in baseball history, probably for the Twins.
Yes.
Think so? Damn.
They haven't won a playoff game since 2004, and they've lost 18 straight.
Since we've been
games.
alive, that's the biggest win in history for the Twins.
Yeah, Royce Lewis, he did it.
2004 against the Yankees.
Shit.
Did the Yankees at least win that year?
It's like Justin Morneau years. No, the Yankees didn't win that year.
Jesus, they wouldn't. They, God damn. Oh damn. Hey, bro. I think the Twins though.
But yeah, look forward to tomorrow's game. So basically, it'll be the same times, the same games in the same order tomorrow. So looking for some teams to shut it out, to shut it down tomorrow. I got the Diamondbacks looking like they're ready to be done with the Brewers, but we'll see. You never know. That's why baseball is lit. You never know.
You never know.
I'm gonna say every game ends in 2 except the Blue. I think the Blue Jays are the only team that are gonna forcing series to 3. That's my prediction for tomorrow.
All right.
See.
Now, shall we head over to the NFL?
Let go.
Let's get it.
Let go.
Come on.
All right. Yeah, no, we had a good, exciting. What was it? Week 4. You know, we had
Hmm.
any ups? Did we have any upsets?
Um,
Nah.
Nothing too crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Nothing
But
too crazy.
I
Maybe
mean,
the Titans. The
I,
Titans dominant fashion.
Yeah, that was
That
wild.
yeah,
was
that
kind of
was
an
upset.
upset.
I mean, I would say
Bill,
the biggest surprise was the Texans how they came out and played.
oh yeah, oh yeah. We'll
Hmm.
talk about them too. What about the Bills and Dolphins? Still, what did y'all think going into that one? Bills Dolphins. That one
Come
was
on
gonna
now.
be.
Everybody had the Dolphins in that, bro. Well, I mean, to be honest, they were the underdogs, so not everybody had the Dolphins in that. But I mean, hey man, how could you not think the Dolphins were gonna win that game, bro? But the Bills came out and they showed, bro, they are not washed, bro. They are still here.
Yeah, they're there. Yeah, it looks like that week 1 was a fluke.
Hmm.
Like Josh Allen just beat himself that game. He'll have one of those games every about once or twice a year. So he got it out of the one out early. So yeah, they're looking like, you know, they're back in the top 5, I think, for me, which we'll get into our top 5s later. And then what about the Denver Broncos? The Denver Broncos coming back. What was
They
it,
came back.
21? They came back. It was a 21-7 at one point, right? 21-7.
It was
I
And
think it
then
was more. I think
I
it might
think
have been
it's 27-3 or something.
21-0.
It was something bad. It
I
was like
thought it was
27-3.
but Denver scored in the first quarter and Chicago didn't.
Mm.
Oh, it was in that second quarter where Justin Fields was like at that point, like what,
Oh,
14
it
for
was 28
14?
to 7.
Yeah, 28-7. Yeah, 28-7. And then here come the Broncos third quarter, 7. They tied, you know, coming out of half, something changed, 7-7 in the third quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, 17 unanswered points by the Broncos to really seal the victory comeback. But like I said, at one point Justin Fields was perfect and he had 4 touchdowns and it just went to shit.
Justin Fields going Justin Fields at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but surprising Russell Wilson, you know, and that was the battle of the 0-3s. So that was me and my brother said this was the Caleb Williams Bowl.
Yeah, the Bears are for sure getting Caleb Williams, bro. They got the top 2 picks right now in the draft. Their
so
pick and the Panthers pick.
so they're gonna have to get rid of Justin Fields, huh?
Oh yeah. Either way, I think his career is done as a quarterback. I think he can be a great running back though.
Oh, that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. We'll
Caleb
have to come
Williams
back.
at QB, Marvin Harrison at receiver, Justin Fields at running back. That sounds like a crazy offense to me.
That'd be crazy. Actually, we'll have to wait and see because that sounds something I haven't heard. So
That sounds
He said, I
dirty.
haven't
Yeah.
heard.
we'll have to come back to that. But yeah, no, that was about it. We could get to our first topic though.
Let's
And
do it.
our first topic comes on Sunday night. And it was the Jets versus the Chiefs in New York, and it actually ended up being a pretty close and exciting game. It ended up being 23-20 Chiefs when it was all said and done. But Zach Wilson looked like the best he's ever looked in the NFL. The Jets defense looked like they rallied around Zach Wilson's playing and the offense, and they really gave it. They really pressured Mahomes. They pressured Mahomes good that on Sunday night. You know, a lot of scrambles, a lot of forced throws, and they got to him for about 3 quarters. Mahomes really didn't have an answer. The first quarter he came out and did something, but from about the middle of the first quarter all the way to the third quarter, it was nothing for Mahomes. So the Jets played good.
That Jets defense.
Yeah, the Jets defense played good. They were applying a lot of pressure, and it really did look like they were rallying and building off the offense's energy. Because Zach Wilson, let's bring it up. Zach Wilson didn't do too bad in this game. He looked like the best he's
Yeah,
ever
good as
looked.
fuck.
So they said Zach Wilson was the first quarterback to ever have more passing TDs, more passing yards, and a better completion percentage and less interceptions than Patrick Mahomes in the same game. So the first
really?
QB to ever like clear him in all those stats in one game. So I mean, it's impressive.
He did. Zach Wilson, they had him drop back 39 times. He was 28 for 39, 245 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had a couple good deep balls. He looked like one of the best balls I've seen him throw. And Mahomes really didn't look like himself, but Checo looks like he's blooming into one of the best running backs in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be interesting to look. That'll be interesting to keep an eye on him. But with all that being said, should Jets fans have hope in Zach Wilson and the Jets after Sunday night's hard-fought loss? And honestly, in my opinion, I'm gonna have to just say they should have hope for him because this was the best he's ever played. And who knows? It looked like he was playing like maybe he was thinking less or something, just letting his talents take over, Who knows? Maybe Aaron Rodgers told him, what I mean? He told him to lock in or something. Like I had to tell him before.
Oh yeah, this is the first game Aaron Rodgers showed up to. So yeah, that could have had a lot to do with it. But on a side note, I know this topic is about Zach Wilson, right? But it's hard, like, if we're going to talk about this game, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for all of us to just ignore that last drive. You know what I mean? Patrick Mahomes comes through again. My bad. I almost got that wrong. Roger Goodell comes through again. Calling it in for Patrick Mahomes. I mean, bro, this has been going on for years, dude. It is fucking ridiculous, man. It's hard to watch football. I mean, you know what I mean? And they always do it on these primetime big games. Like, can you make it more obvious? Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Got a phone call.
You guys think
I
Sauce
think
Gardner
Roger
was
Goodell got a phone call.
holding
He
right
was
there?
like-
I don't think so.
Huh?
Y'all think Sauce Gardner was holding right there?
Oh no, he wasn't holding.
Think about it, bro.
So-
Think about it, bro.
No, that was a BS.
So
call,
no,
man.
you're gonna hold that, and then remember that I think it was 3rd and 20 something where Patrick Mahomes scrambled for the first down, bro. If you go watch the replay, these Chiefs guys are holding on for dear life, holding bad, like 10 times worse than what Sauce Gardner did. I would say maybe 20 times worse. And
But then I thought you were talking about the how he didn't score at the end because then. Oh, you guys! So you didn't know? So let's talk about that.
No, that was high
Patrick
IQ.
Mahomes. No, he chose. He chose not to score, and it ended up being a 3-point game. If he would have scored, it would have been a 9-point game. The spread going into that game was 8.5. So Patrick Mahomes. So by sliding and Patrick Mahomes not scoring, everyone who bet big money on the underdog Jets won. So so a lot of people lost. A lot of people lost money. A lot of people won money. But for the people who were really confident in the Chiefs, like a lot of people were, like expecting possibly a blowout, a +8 or a -8 for the Chiefs at least.
this is why he's Rodgers' favorite.
That's why I was like, oh, Roger got a call from someone. And
I mean, come on now. Think about all them Swifties that's gonna buy all them tickets in the Super Bowl, bro. You know how much money that is? She gonna damn near have a cameo in the halftime performance. Usher gonna bring her out. They gonna damn near, if they come up with a song, watch out, Usher. But yeah, now let me get into this, bro. Should the Jets have hope with Zach Wilson? You gotta think about this, bro. The Jets play the Eagles after this, the Dolphins twice, the Bills. I mean, bro.
Oh man, they're gonna get creamed out.
I mean, their schedule is not easy. You know what I mean? By any means, bro. Their schedule is not that easy, bro. So, when I say hope, I mean, I hope nobody gets hurt. I hope everybody finishes this year healthy. You know what I mean? That's what I think. That's what Jets fans is hoping for. Just get us through the finish line, bro. Just keep us.
I hope Mahomes gets hurt.
Damn.
Who said that? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Nah,
that was wild, bro.
who said that?
You're wild out here. You're wild out here. But yeah, nah.
Who
When
said
I say
that?
Jets fans have hope to do anything to make the playoffs, should Jets fans have hope for the Jets to make the playoffs? In my honest opinion, fuck no. It's no chance in hell this team's making the playoffs. Even if Aaron Rodgers comes back, it's no fucking chance in hell they're making it.
He might. So what are they at right now? They're what?
1 and
2 and
3.
3. 2 and 3. They're 2 and 3.
Are they?
Nah,
one and three.
no way. They're 1 and 3.
Yeah, they're 1 and 3.
Oh, they are 2 and 3. They won against the Bills.
There's
in week 1.
there's only been 4 weeks, Ian.
Huh?
There's only been 4 weeks. They're 1 and 3.
Oh no, so they're 2 and 2. So they're 2 and 2.
When did they
bad.
win another game? No, they're 1 and 3. They're 1 and 3. They've only beat the what's it called? The Bills.
Oh yeah. They're 1 and 3.
Lost to the Cowboys, lost to the Patriots.
Oh yeah, that's why. Because I was thinking I was low-key thinking like the Jets. Even though they lost, it was like a
Wait,
good
who
win.
did they beat?
Like I was-
Oh, they beat the Bills. Yeah, they beat the Bills week 1.
Type
Okay,
shit.
but we could really go down to the schedule. So they're 1 and 3. Okay, yeah, my bad. They're 1 and 3. Then they go to Denver. I think this is a winnable game this Sunday in Denver.
Hmm.
This could be a winnable game for them because the Broncos defense isn't that good. So if they pull something out, or if Zach Wilson improves and builds off this last performance, you're looking at a 2-3 team.
Do you think the Jets have a chance, or you think he's a good fantasy pickup? Like, which one is it? Like,
No, I think the Jets have a chance. No.
Really?
Mm, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Zach Wilson showed that he got a little bit of promise. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they're already 1-3. That's like, you know what I'm saying, Joe Burrow type, like Patrick Mahomes type. Those are like the players that can really dig. You know what I'm saying? The 1-3 holes out. Like Zach Wilson, I'm sorry, bro. He might have had one good game, but it doesn't erase all the shit he's played. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
dudes ain't making the
And
playoffs.
the schedule's kind of like weird or evenly stacked the way you want to look at it because it's like they play it's like one week they play a team that's the Jets they can be competitive like they play
Fuck
the
Soto.
Broncos
Fuck
this week.
Soto.
The Jets
I'm just
you
playing.
expect the Jets to be competitive. Then they play the Eagles the week after that.
yeah.
So they're probably gonna lose. Then the week after the Eagles, then they're gonna go play the Giants, the New York Giants. Like once again, seems like they could be competitive. Then they're gonna go play the Chargers.
That's a short week too, though. That's on a Thursday night after playing on a Sunday. So you gotta remember that.
Wait, which one for the Giants or for
For
the
the Chargers,
Oh,
after,
okay.
after after playing the Giants, they're gonna go play the Chargers on a short week.
Oh, okay. So that one might not be win. That might be back to like I said, like not be winnable. Then they go play the Raiders.
And then they play the Raiders in 6 days. Damn.
Then the Bills. They're gonna
How
lose.
is that
Then
in
the
6
Dolphins,
days?
Then the Dolphins are gonna lose.
Yo,
Then the
I'm
you know what I mean?
I'm
So
gonna
it's
add a
like
baseball
they're gonna be
topic after this.
fighting- They're gonna be fighting to be above 500, or to be like have like 8-win team going into the playoffs. So
I'm gonna have a quick
I
baseball
think
seg
they
after
should
this.
have hope for that and hope that
I'm gonna
it'll
cook
be
you
similar to
niggas.
last year. Like they had about 7-8 wins last year. About 7 wins I'd say, right?
Yeah, I'm
7
gonna say seven wins. What? Okay.
And,
So
and
wait,
these
wait,
eight,
wait.
you never know. That might be enough to get into the last spot in the wild card. So
All
I'm
right, yeah.
hoping that.
Y'all, I think we have a surprise topic. I mean, the fans are
Oh,
coming
never
in
mind,
with the
that's not
comments
coming.
right now, y'all, and I think this is we almost have to talk about it. We're having a lot of comments coming in. So I mean, a lot of people want to know. We have two surprise topics. I think the first one that I want to get through is a lot of people want to know, Lewis, what are your thoughts on the Saints, bro? We're saying the Saints don't have hope. I mean, the Saints are. I mean, it got blinked out, but I think I know what they're saying, bro. So
Bro.
what do you think?
Weird question. First of all, I think the Saints. I think the Saints are fucking trash. I honestly feel like a fucking dumbass for thinking this team had any fucking chance this year. Because this team has no fucking offense. And it's not even the players' fault. It's this fucking coaching staff, bro. I mean, it's not even it's up to the owners at this point, bro. Like I'm done with the whole I just want to clean the house, bro. Like I just need this whole shit just rebunked, bro. Like we need new energy, bro. Like I feel like we're just living off the remainings of Sean, and it's just done, bro. It's just, bro. I'm done with this dead horse, bro. Season is over, bro. The season is over, bro. I'm done with the Saints. I'm not betting on any more games. I'm lying, bro. That's nothing I could do, bro. I'm going to be a Saints fan the whole season, bro. But I'm done thinking they're going to do anything this season, bro. I'm done, bro.
Yo,
I'm done, bro.
to the viewers
I'm
out
done.
there, I want to let y'all in on a little bet that me and dude right here got. So
It's
pretty much,
voided.
it's not voided. Sorry. We have a bet that whoever wins the Super Bowl first, 49ers or Saints, you have to pay the winner $1,000. So I had the Niners, he has the Saints. Like this is going on for 10 years, pretty much. We made this bet in 2021, so this is not voided until 2031. So I mean, if the Niners are Super Bowl or the Niners win a Super Bowl in this time frame, or the Saints, whoever does it first, you owe that other person $1,000. So I mean, look at his face down there; he's pretty worried. But we also have a few baseball fans in here. I don't know who JJ is. I think this might be John. He's this dude who's in my fantasy league who's been on my dick for a minute. So I mean, I feel like we should just get this get this out of the air. You know what I'm saying? Who do you guys think is a better baseball player? All right, Juan Soto or Francisco Lindor?
Francisco Lindor.
That's a tough one.
Francisco Lindor.
I'm gonna have to say Lindor. I want to hear what Ian has to say about this because he's like our baseball mind on the show. You know what I mean? Like,
Damn. That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to say Lindor just because he does it on both sides of the ball, and he, if I'm not mistaken, he had a 30 for 30 season.
oh, he did.
Yeah, Juan Soto ain't having a 30 for 30.
Dun,
Did Juan
dun,
Soto have 30?
No,
Did Juan Soto have 30 stolen bases?
no, he didn't have no. That's slow ass. What?
So it's like, so basically, it comes down to this: with the bat, they could be similar. With the bat, they could be similar. Lindor has him in speed and stolen bases, and Lindor by far has him fielding wise with the glove. So who would you rather have? You know, a shortstop, a premium position shortstop who you can start every day. And is he a switch hitter? And he's a switch hitter, right? Yeah. You got to go Lindor just because he's got more tools at his disposal at a premium position.
So,
and, you know,
yeah. So let me break it down for you guys how I look at it, right?
But it's tough. It's close.
Because these guys in the chat are talking about, does he have a ring? Like, bro, I'm sorry. We're talking about 5 years ago, bro. He can't live off of this ring forever. First off, second off, let me put this in the most simplest terms I can put it, right? Lindor, Soto, don't get me wrong. He's one of the best hitters in the league, right? Top 10 hitter easily to me. Don't get me wrong. Dude, out of 10, Soto's a 10 hitter, right? But would you rather have the guy who's a 10 out of 10 hitter and a 4 out of 10 fielding wise and a 3 out of 10 base running? Or would you rather have a guy that's 10 out of 10 fielding, let's say 7 out of 10 base running, and 9 out of 10 hitting? I mean,
yeah,
I think
he's got more tools.
It's pretty
you got to
obvious.
pick the tools and the number of tools. You know what I mean? So, but Juan Soto, you know, he's definitely got Lindor in the power department. But you know, he only finished the season with 6 more home runs than him.
Yeah,
maybe 5 or 6.
It's not a huge difference in hitting. I mean, Soto is a better hitter, but it's not a huge difference.
Yeah, he comes with the power. But yeah, good question. Those are two good players. Like those are two close, evenly matched players.
Yeah, suck my dick, John.
Oh, jeez.
I'll fuck with you.
Yo, and I lied about that Chargers playing. I thought that was. I'm not gonna lie. They play the next Sunday night, not that Thursday. I did some high ass man.
Oh, so the Jets are gonna have another Sunday night?
Yeah, they are gonna have a Sunday night.
Oh man, I don't mind the Jets. I feel like they might be better on Sunday night because, or maybe I don't know because they played good and then they played good the Monday night with the same night Aaron Rodgers got hurt. So
it's gonna be in New York again, so maybe we're gonna see A-Rod again.
Hopefully we see Sexy Red again.
That was crazy. What the fuck was that?
Sexy Red is crazy.
What team was she going for? I saw she was going for the Bills. I saw she. Cause did she go to a Bills game?
She ain't got no Bill. Did she?
Fuck? No, she's
on
Sauce Gardner dick. If we keeping it 100.
Oh, Sauce Gardner.
I did see that. I thought she took a picture with Stephon. I thought she did something with Stephon. I should take a picture with Stephon.
I don't know. Stephon is a whole simp.
You think Stephon's a simp?
I mean, how many times has he cried after a playoff loss?
That is crazy. That's like some Neo in the rain shit. I'm not gonna lie. That shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Shit. All right. Well, let's get back into our football topics. Thank you, viewers. By the way, you know what I'm saying, we appreciate y'all for giving y'all input and asking questions and shit. You know what I'm saying? Love y'all.
Motherfucking questions for the end.
All right, Ian, if you want to bring us into the next topic.
Yeah. All right. So moving into our next topic, it's going to be about another quarterback coming out of. Is it the same division? Yeah, coming out of the same division as Zach Wilson, and it's going to be focused around the New England Patriots and Mac Jones. Do y'all think it's time for the Patriots to move on from Mac Jones or start exploring other options? As we stand, the New England Patriots are 1-3, and in their latest game against the Cowboys, they failed to score a touchdown, losing 3-38. Mac Jones was 12 for 21 passing, 150 yards, 2 interceptions. Not his best game at all. Hasn't really looked too good this season. So what do y'all think? Is it time for Mac Jones to maybe, take a step aside? Are the Jets are the Patriots stuck because they really don't have anyone else? They might have to go the trade route. So we'll see. But what do y'all think?
Shoot, I mean, I think you got to stick it out with Mac Jones. Keep it 100. I mean, what does he really have to work with? If we're being honest, I mean, he's got some decent tight ends, I guess. But like, if you're really looking at it like, and you're trying to compare him to quarterbacks, like let's say in his division. Let's say Josh Allen. What is he throwing to? Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis. Better than any receiver on the Patriots. Who is Tua throwing to? Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. Better than any receiver on the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? So he really doesn't have a lot to throw to, bro. He doesn't have a lot to work with. And I think besides these last few games, he's actually played decent football. You know what I mean? So I don't think you need to overreact on these few games. I think a lot has to do with Bill Belichick and his philosophy with receivers. I mean, I'm sorry, bro. Mac Jones isn't Tom Brady, bro. Tom Brady is literally the greatest to ever do it. Of course, he's going to be able to do it with no receivers. Mac Jones ain't that. But I think he's still a franchise quarterback. He can be like that. A Kirk Cousins level quarterback, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like a dude who, if you give weapons to, he going to be able to put up numbers. And even like if you look at a guy like Josh Allen, he was shit before they got Stephon Diggs. You know what I mean? So I think you kind of gotta give him some weapons and let him develop a little bit more and see what he can what he can do.
I ain't gonna lie though. Say he's not Tom Brady. I ain't gonna lie. Tom Brady got blown out 38-3 by my team, the Saints. When he was on the Bucks, he got blew out 38-3 on one of those regular season games.
Thursday night, huh?
So that's crazy. They both got blown out 38-3. Hey, you never know. But nah, I'm not gonna lie though. Mac Jones, I feel like, is a really like smart quarterback, but every once in a while, a quarterback who plays with more of his mind than just his straight impulse, his straight skill, he's gonna sometimes overthink games or thinks he sees something that's not there. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes they could lose their game, and it's not even the other team's fault. It's just strictly they were just in there. So I just think this game was just like Mac Jones just in his head. But they definitely need more talent. I feel like that's always been a Patriots issue. Like, I don't know if it's the drafting issue or they just don't know how to fucking attract people there, but they just never seem to have, like, raw-ass receivers there or something like that. Like, it's always, like, they have a solid defense and the quarterback has to just carry the offense from there. Like, it's like, bro, like, it should not, like, Mike Jones shouldn't have to have all this pressure on him this young, but he does, you know what I mean? Fuck what he should have, you know what I mean? He does, and he has to step up type shit, and this can't be doing shit like this, but I feel like the Patriots, though, they gonna get it back together, even though they're 1-3. They play the fucking Saints next week. They play the Saints next week, and as a Saints fan, we have no fucking chance this week. I'm keeping up. We have no fucking chance this week, bro. Our team has quit on this coach. It's not funny. Actually, I'm not. Bro, our team has quit on our coach. It's actually sad. The week after that, they play the Raiders. Jesus Christ. Then the Bills and the Dolphins. I don't know. Never mind. This shit might get hectic for them. Then the Chiefs. Jesus Christ. Never mind. This season might be fun, bro. Never mind, bro. I don't know, bro. Hopefully next year they get some talent in the draft.
They need to look into the draft. Yeah, I was about to say they need to look into the draft.
I don't think they should start no tank for Caleb quotes though. Nobody should be saying no shit like that in New England. Nobody.
I think the tank for Caleb is gonna come down to the Bears, the fucking Panthers.
But I feel like it's not even Justin Fields' fault. Their ass. Like Justin Fields is cool.
There's one more ass team. There's one more ass team that I'm missing that's gonna be in the mix. The Bears, the Panthers, and
the Panthers are not eligible for the tank for Caleb because their pick is with the Bears.
Oh yeah, that's right. So it'll be the but the Bears are eligible.
Let me tell you who the team is. The Cardinals. The Cardinals are also eligible.
The Cardinals, even though they're not looking too bad,
Cardinals do not look like a shit team.
Yeah, like they look way better than everyone was expecting. You know, they look
Rich Gannon. He's actually, people were saying a lot of bad things about him before the season. Philly fans specifically, and he's proven them wrong.
The new head coach, first year head coach for them.
Mm-hmm. The Giants. Don't sleep on the Giants being in that Caleb Williams race.
Oh man, Mac Jones.
They just paid. They just
Oh,
paid.
no, it was the offensive line. The
They
offensive
just
line.
paid Daniel Jones. How the fuck can they?
I mean,
Yeah, they
shit.
can't. Yeah, they just chose Daniel Jones over Saquon.
Shoot, I would
So
pay all that money to
What?
Caleb.
yeah, they chose to sign Daniel Jones to an
Well, I
extension.
guess Daniel Jones doesn't get
franchise
hurt
tag.
as much as Saquon, so I guess I see what they're like. But
Yeah.
Nah, not worth it. Daniel Jones isn't good.
is either one of them worth it? Saquon is definitely worth it, but I think he has to. It's just like Christian McCaffrey. Like if he's in the right system where they're not going to just abuse him every fucking. Like McCaffrey on the fucking Panthers, he was going to get hurt every year because he's the only fucking.
Yeah.
But if Saquon joined a cool team,
Yeah.
maybe like the Bills, Saquon on the Bills, that'd be a crazy.
I mean, you
thing.
got to think about it too.
Nice.
He's not getting quarterback money. I mean, quarterback money is crazy to invest in Daniel Jones. Imagine like you gonna
That was
give
bad.
you either giving Saquon 15 a year for a few years, or you giving Daniel Jones 40 a year for a few years. Like that's a bad decision.
Yeah, they fucked
But at the
up.
same time, Saquon knows his worth. He knows he's nigga just as valuable as Daniel Jones to the team.
He would for sure accept 15 though. That's like Christian McCaffrey money.
What's his deal? What's McCaffrey's deal?
He's going off.
He's getting like 16 a year, I think. So
For
I
how
mean,
many? 4?
he's like by far the highest paid running back. I think he has 3 more years left.
Interesting. All right, we'll just move on to our next topic. We hinted at it earlier, but last Sunday the Titans beat the Bengals 27-3. So that makes us fans of football think, should we still expect anything from the Bengals despite the rough 1-3 start? What do y'all think? Are the Bengals going to be in the mix this year, or are they cooked after this slow start?
Unfortunately, man, the Bengals aren't doing shit this year, bro. It's not gonna be no Cinderella story this year. It ain't gonna be the they came back, you can't believe it. They somehow it's over, bro. Joe Burrow is not 100%. Is he even 80%? I mean, I'm seeing fans talking about they should have sat him for the first few weeks of the season. Like this is a calf injury, so it's easy to fucking make it worse. It's like, oh my gosh, bro. Like I don't know. I just can't see anything going right for this team, bro. It's just bad right now, bro. It's bad.
Yeah. It's bad right now, but I think that they're when it's all said and done, they're gonna be in the playoff hunt. They're gonna be. I think they're still gonna be.
They got the Cardinals and Seahawks next.
Yeah, so they have the Cardinals, Seahawks these next 2 weeks. So I think that'll be some time for them to really get their feet under them, because after those 2 weeks they have a tough schedule and they need to be themselves if they want to go into the playoffs or have a playoff hunt, because they have coming up in these next 2 weeks they have the Cardinals and then they have the Seahawks. 2 very winnable games for the Bengals despite how they look right now. But after that, then they have the 49ers in San Francisco. You might as well cross that one off the list unless they get their feet under them in these next 2 weeks, and we'll be looking at a different Bengals team.
They're gonna go on a 2-game win streak and it's gonna be the craziest. Everybody gonna be hyping them up.
You know what I mean? It's looking like they could go on a 2-game win streak right there, get their feet under them. Joe Burrow's back to like 95%.
You know what
The
I
offense is
mean?
clicking more. The receivers are clicking with Joe Burrow. The defense is doing better, and then that's going to be one of the most hyped up games of the year, because the Bengals with the momentum and against the Niners, who still might be undefeated. So but they have a real good Sunday night game this week. Everyone tune in. Sunday night, 49ers versus Cowboys over here in San Francisco, Santa Clara.
Santa Clara.
Santa Clara. It's Santa Clara. For y'all who didn't know, they're technically in Santa Clara, about 45-minute drive from over here in San Francisco. But yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be a good Sunday night. We'll be waiting all day for Sunday night. Shit.
Anyway,
Shoot, let me
Sunday night.
this is a tough question right here, man. What should we expect the Bengals to be able to make a comeback and get into that playoff race? Oh, this is tough because at the same time, bro, like the Bengals have looked beyond shit, right? Like they haven't looked like they're not even close to a good team, right? Like some would say they would be, if you didn't know who Joe Burrow was before this season, you would think that they're in the Caleb Williams tank race, right? But I do know who Joe Burrow is. I do know who he
Mm,
is, and he's a dog.
real
You know what I'm
shit. That's
saying?
real
And
shit.
I'm
Real
I'm
shit.
gonna have to say, bro, at the end of the day, when you got Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase together, they gonna figure it out. They injured or not. I think Joe Burrow's low key been playing injured for like the last few years. He gets hit all the time. So I think I
Yeah.
I don't think it's been as serious as it's been this year, but I don't know, bro. I think when it comes down to it, like they gonna be able to win these close games, like like down the stretch type shit. You know what I'm saying? And like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, quarterbacks win games type shit. And
Joey
he's
B.
he's S tier quarterback. And
Yeah.
I mean, bro, he's Joey B for a reason, Joe Shiesty for a reason. I think he's going to ice up and get this team in the playoffs. I don't know. I don't even need to look at their schedule, bro. I just feel like at the end of the day, I can see them ending this year like 5 to 6 losses. Even I've seen years where teams get in with
What?
7 losses into the playoffs. And the AFC, as strong as we thought it would be, it's really top heavy. Those mid teams like the Jets have already fell off, Chargers are already falling off. You know what I mean? Like those type of things. Those type of teams you think of. Patriots, they've been falling off. Browns, like I still think the Bengals can compete with those teams and get in the playoffs. And once Joe gets in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. So mark my words, bro. The Bengals are gonna be in that race.
Bro,
I think so
that's
too.
kind of crazy, bro.
I think so
You gotta
too.
realize, bro, their O line is ass, and their whole division has raw ass D lines. Like, damn that whole division has raw ass D lines, bro.
They do, but
But yeah,
I mean,
it'll be
bro, it's
interesting.
Joey B. That's literally
It is
It'll
Joey B.
all I'm
It
banking
is
on is
Joey
that's
B.
Joey B, Joe Shiesty. You know what I'm saying? Joe Cool, and
be-
that's
Bro, he's not 100. He's not all the way Joe. That's why because last year I thought was a great bounce back spot for him.
hmm
It wasn't. It wasn't at
I
all,
think he
bro.
started last year 1-3 too. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think it'll be competitive because let's check the rest of it. Because then after that, they could be rolling after the San Francisco. Because after they leave San Francisco, man, they're gonna go home, but they gotta play the Bills. Then they're gonna play the Texans. Who knows? Who
Hard
knows?
schedule
And
for
then the
sure.
Ravens. Yeah, hard schedule. Hard schedule.
They
They
don't
play
got
some
no
good teams.
layups.
Yeah, so that's tough for them. But as expected for the team that's made some deep playoff runs these past 2-3 years. But all right, let's move on to one of our last topics of the night. Another quarterback we have to talk about, but
Have to.
this one isn't being talked about for being benched. This one's not being talked about for possibly being moved on. Nah, we're talking about C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans. Are y'all sold on C.J. Stroud? What are y'all? Let me hear some. Are y'all sold on CJ Stroud? Me
Oh,
personally, I'm a fan.
You a
Been a
fan?
fan, but he really proved it these past 2 weeks. He's been really laying it on some teams in the passing department. Well, really this whole season, but week one really goes under the radar because he played against the Ravens and he had a low key over 300 passing yards. But man, oh man, he's on an elite list right now. He's got the what is it? The 300 passing yards in each game so far with no interceptions.
mm,
Do
I'm.
y'all know the only quarterbacks to do that?
I don't.
All right. The only quarterbacks on that list,
Patrick
starting from
Mahomes.
oldest. Okay, yeah. Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees,
Yeah.
Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and now CJ Stroud. That's it.
Mm, that's
That's
insane.
it.
That's
That's
an
an
elite club.
elite
That's a,
club.
that's elite. That's elite. That is a very
Elite.
elite. That's
So
very elite.
I'm.
So that's been brought to my attention. I've been watching his games. He's been really throwing the ball. He's been making his group of receivers look pretty good. And they don't have a bona fide wide receiver one. They have
Mm-mm.
like a wide receiver one by committee. They talk about the whoever's open is wide receiver one. And
Nico
he's making it
Collins,
work out
Tank Dell. You know what I'm
Nico,
saying?
he's making it work out there. So
Ah,
yeah. I'm sold on CJ Stroud. He's looked good in college. And yeah, by far looking like the best rookie out the draft. So
I'm gonna
and
say
definitely the best
100%.
quarterback. Definitely the best quarterback out the draft.
I'm gonna say 100% sold, bro. Like you know what they say about them Ohio State quarterbacks, like they're busts. But this dude is
Yeah.
changing the narrative. He's looking like a elite pocket passer. Dude is dotting down the
Yeah.
field. It's not no dink and dunks. He's throwing like 15-yard outs, like crazy stuff, bro. Like veteran QB throws. And I mean, to put up 30 against a defense like the Steelers is impressive. You know what I mean? I think the only other team to do that was the Niners week 1. So I mean, that's impressive, bro. That they have one of the best pass rushers in the league, a secondary that's not to be messed with, and C.J. Stroud made easy work out of them. Like Ian said, no number 1 receiver. I mean, we was just making that excuse for Mac Jones. This guy don't make excuses. He goes out and hoops. And if we being honest, bro, he clears Bryce Young, bro. Bryce Young is looking
so far
like the wrong pick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the wrong number 1 pick. I'm sure after 3 weeks, I'm sure that if the Panthers had a chance to redo the number 1 pick, they're choosing C.J. Stroud.
I mean, who wouldn't, bro? That with those stats that you just talked about.
But I mean, damn, y'all, it's only been 4 weeks though. Like, let the nigga turn into something. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but that list that he's on.
Yeah, no, that list is crazy.
Bryce Young on that list. And he'll never be on that list because that list is only in the first 3 games. You know what I mean? The list is already cemented, so that list is done. So I think you know what I mean. It's an elite company, and I think C.J. Stroud's the one.
He's looking like he's the clear rookie of the year for sure. I wouldn't say playoff hopes this year, but I'm saying clear rookie of the year. I mean, it's not dead. If he makes the playoffs, that's saying a whole lot.
I believe in the Texans team. I think the Texans can make the playoffs.
In that weak division too, I mean, anything is possible. Already beat the Jaguars.
6 touchdowns, no picks, over 100 QB rating in 3 of his 4 games so far. Who the fuck is this nigga?
He's C.J. Stroud from Ohio State. He's looking like the best quarterback of Ohio State in a minute. Who's the last quarterback?
I mean, bro, the Texans have a relatively easy schedule. Falcons, Saints, Panthers is their next 3 games. Then they have the Bucks, Bengals, two tough games, I'll say. But then Cardinals.
And they played a whole NFC South 4 weeks straight. That is wild.
That is kind of wild. Cardinals, that should be easy work. Jaguars, they've already beat them. Broncos, Jets, Titans, Browns, Titans, Colts. I would say out of those last 2 games, 2 games are actually really tough. So I mean, they could make a playoff run. Don't sleep on the Texans.
Don't sleep on the Texans.
Wow, this nigga was born in 2001. Wow, he's from California.
Stroud?
Yeah, he's from Rancho Cucamonga.
Never heard of it.
Shit.
His birthday's today. His birthday is today.
Happy birthday to the young goat, C.J. Stroud, man.
Happy birthday, C.J.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hit this thing for you.
Or 21
22 years old today. 22 years old. October 3rd, 2001.
Dude's younger than me. God damn.
Shit.
Yo, shout out to C.J., man. 6'3", 218.
Rancho Cucamonga, that's from the Friday part 2.
That is a Friday. That nigga was going
over
with
that's what that is?
Yeah, when he went over to his uncle's house.
He grew up with Chico.
Yeah, his uncle lives in Rancho Cucamonga.
Shit.
Wow, that is crazy. Happy birthday, CJ Stroud, man. You was playing good, man.
He might just have some ugly ass dogs at home. You never know.
Whoa. we know somebody with some ugly dogs too. We know somebody with some ugly.
This nigga's crazy. This nigga's crazy.
He said, we gonna end it on that. Wait, is it anything else?
No, we got one more topic. Come on, Ian, lead us into that thing.
We got one more topic we got to talk about, and I think we should make this next topic a theme of the week. I'm thinking it should be a theme of the week. Let us know, but if no one lets us know, we're gonna do it because
I think we should do this.
Yeah, I like this one, and it's gonna be all of us, each of our three's top 5 teams in the NFL this week. And me personally, you guys could do your list however you want, but I'm doing my list based on exactly the teams right now, not about any track records or anything, but just teams performing at the moment. So with that being said, a lot of teams doing good right now. I got a top 5 list. But I do have 2 honorable mentions that, damn, they just missed the list. Cowboys, a good bounce back win But I really made this honorable mention list for the Lions. I really just couldn't put them in that top 5.
Mm.
The Lions?
The Lions are looking good. The Lions are looking good. Despite their week 1 or their week 2 loss at home, they've been looking good. And what was their biggest problem last year? Playing games on the road. And so far they've done all of that. They've won all their games on the road, as a matter of fact. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they won all their games on the road. So I think that they're looking good, but they just missed the top 5 for me. But at 5, I got the Miami Dolphins, and they fell off for me about what, probably like 3 spots. They were probably at the second or third spot for me last week. These past 2 weeks, they looked good last week. Obviously, they dropped 70, but this week they lost to the Bills. And for that, and their offense wasn't clicking. So for that, I'm going Dolphins at 5. Then I'm gonna have to go Chiefs 4. They played a good competitive game against the Jets. The Jets had a good defense, but in the end, there was the good game management, and it was the quarterback Mahomes that made the difference. I got the Chiefs at 4, showing that they can battle through a tough game and a tough defense. I got the Bills at 3. They've moved up on my list, might be on the list for the first time for me, but they looked good. They dominated the Dolphins. Offense and defense looked good. Unfortunately, what was it? Tre'Davious White, torn Achilles, he'll be out. That's a big blow for them at corner. But other than that, their offense is looking good. Like I said, week 1 looked like a fluke for the Bills because they look like one of the best offenses in the league now. 2 is got to go to the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Their offense game management is just elite. Although their defense almost blew, it would have been a damn near legendary comeback for the Commanders. You know, with their circumstances and what they've got going on, but they held on, and for that, I got you got to give them, you still got to give them the number 2 spot. They're still an undefeated team.
They almost went out bad though. They almost went out bad.
They almost went out bad, and they have shown their flaws. They've shown who they are as a team, but they still found a way to win their close games. For that, you got to give them the number 2 spot, and number 1, you got to go to the 49ers. They're still undefeated. They're still looking like the best offense in the league. One of the best offenses in the league. Defense too. They're doing it all. Who'd they just play? Who'd they just get done playing?
Cardinals.
The Cardinals. They just got done playing the Cardinals. Yeah, set them down at home. Like, yeah. Niners. So yeah, that's my top 5.
Let me get my top 5 out the way, man. I don't even whatever, man. My top 5. I'm not gonna lie. My top 5 will surprise a lot of people. It will. I did not put the Saints in there, so do not think that. I did not do that. I understand. I can't my senses. Number 5. I have the Bills at number 5 at my top 5. I think the Bills have been good this year, and at first it was not that was not my top 5. I used to think they were washed. Josh Allen has that motherfucker, bro. Bro. Even in the playoffs, his playoff record is not that bad. He's 500. You know what I mean? What, he's like 3-3. Something like that, probably like 4. He's something like that, 4-4, something like that, 3-3. But it's like, bro, he's not that bad at playoffs. So I think the Bills, I think they have a chance to do something this year. Number 4, this is a team that nobody is talking about right now, bro. Nobody, bro. It's a sneaky good team, bro. I got the Ravens at number 4, bro. This team's offense has been booming, bro, and nobody has been talking about it, bro. Like, their run game has always been good since Lamar has been there, bro. Really since before, but ever since Lamar did it, they've always cemented as a great running team. And I think great running games is, honestly, a great running scheme is possibly the hardest thing to stop in the NFL. I think that's the truth. Number 3, I got the Philadelphia Eagles. They're 4-0, so I know you're like, how the fuck are they number 3? Bro, the Philadelphia Eagles, they are a great team. Their defense is good. Their offense is good. But like you said, they've shown flaws. That team in this top 5, well, no, Bills have shown some crazy flaws, but the Eagles have shown a lot of flaws. I don't know if the Ravens and Eagles, damn near might have to be switched out, to be honest. Just because even though the Eagles are undefeated, I don't think records right now mean anything. I think when it comes down late in the season, that's when records start to matter. But at the same time, they have a great chance of being first in their division. That's a home game in the playoffs that matters. So Eagles number 3, I got them right there. Number 2, the 49ers. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. They're playing perfect football right now, bro. I mean, these motherfuckers are averaging 30 a game. Who the fuck does that? Like, I'm not gonna lie. I grew up with Drew Brees and Sean Payton, the best offenses ever, bro. these niggas are running the ball doing this, bro. I mean, they're not running it like how they used to, but I mean, this is just ridiculous. 4 touchdowns for McCaffrey. It's like, this team is just looking unstoppable right now, bro. But at the same time, they're not 100%, and they've shown their flaws. Brock Purdy at times has thrown passes that should have been intercepted, and by teams with more solid defenses will be intercepted. Their defense at times, sometimes Nick Bosa takes plays off. Sometimes their secondary gets exposed. Shit like that's scary. That's why I think the number 1 team is the most complete team in the NFL. The Kansas City Chiefs. I think the Kansas City Chiefs this year will be back-to-back Super Bowl champions. The Chiefs, ever since they had Travis Kelce back, have not lost a game. They are truly undefeated. They are truly what it means to be a warrior in the battlefield. When I say this team has the grit and knows what it takes to win and pull out a victory from nowhere, every player has stepped up. Isaiah, Travis, Patrick, Swifties unite. We are going to win a ring. Trust me. That's my top 5 this year, bro. It's my top 5 as of right now.
All right. Well, I might have some hot takes in this top 5.
Oh shit! Here comes a retard alert. I see this shit going on.
So I mean, let's just start it off with. I mean, you guys. Let's just, you know what I'm saying, get the elephant out of the room. Lewis's number 1 team actually isn't in my top 5. So
Damn.
I mean, I don't have the Chiefs in my top 5. I mean, for obvious reasons. I mean, they lost week 1.
What reasons?
They lost week 1, and I just
Without
think
Travis
that
Kelce.
that Sunday night game was kind of just like really fluky, if you ask me. Like, really should have lost the game to Zach Wilson. If you're getting diced up by Zach Wilson, that says a lot about your defense. And I mean, Patrick Mahomes just hasn't looked the same. You go look at all his stats; he hasn't been statistically a top quarterback in the league this year. And I mean, I think his flaws are really starting to show without Tyreek Hill, you know what I mean, without Eric Bieniemy, 2 guys who I think were kind of carrying the offense a little bit. So I think that's a huge reason to have him off the top 5. Another, I mean, you can't ignore the Roger Goodell effect though with them, which does a lot for him. Which actually, maybe in the fake power rankings, like in the Mickey power rankings, they can be top 5, but off who's strictly just better, you know what I'm saying, on an even playing field, they can't be in my top 5. So I'll start off with my number 5. Took a brutal loss this week, but still 3-1. The Miami Dolphins. I mean, you know what I'm saying, 2 of the best receivers in the league on the squad. I mean, 2 an up and coming quarterback. I mean, you can't sleep on this offense. I think they're gonna bounce back big this week. So yeah, don't sleep on the Dolphins. Number 4. Another team that it's like they're also a questionable team, but I got the Dallas Cowboys. You can't ignore the defense that they play. I think they've only allowed 41 points throughout the first 4 games, which is something crazy. Like that's only averaging 10 points a game for the opposing side. So, I mean, defense wins championships, bro. And I think that's why they're in my top 5, a really key piece of their team. It's just that their offense lacks and their quarterback lacks to where I can't put them higher on the list. They could be up there competing with the 49ers one if they had a competent quarterback back there. But dude is just, they have a below average quarterback, if I'm being honest. Dude throws a lot of picks. You can't rely on him. Coming in at number 3, I have the Philadelphia Eagles. So, I mean, they're undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be up there. I just think, like, I agree with y'all, what y'all been saying. Like, a lot of flaws. You know what I'm saying? The defense hasn't looked like how they looked last year. And I don't know how long their luck is going to last. You know what I mean? They've been getting lucky, grinding out these wins. I don't know how long they're going to last. Number 2, this might surprise a lot of y'all to have them this high on the list, but I got the Buffalo Bills. You know what I'm saying? You beat the number 1 team that bad, you got to be up there. This isn't a end of season ranking. Who you think is going to win the Super Bowl? This is a, you know what I'm saying, week 4 power rankings. Do I think the Bills are going to be there when it's said and done? Probably not. But right now, coming off of a win like that, you gotta put them at number 2. They got the weapons, and honestly, they got one of the best defenses in the league too. And coming in at number 1, this is no surprise at all. You know what I'm saying?
Hurry
This is
up. Nobody cares.
the
Okay, we get it. We
best
get
team
it.
in the NFL.
Good
I got
shit,
the
bro. Not
New
good
Orleans
shit.
Saints number one. We win in
Fuck,
the
bro.
Super Bowl. I believe that. Oh my mama. The New Orleans Saints is winning the Super Bowl, baby. Best defense in the league.
Oh man, we just had to walk out.
my bad, yo. My bad. Obviously, the number one team is the 49ers. Like, come on, bro. Not a lot to be said. Best offense in the league so far. I mean,
Well,
defensively wise, not statistically the best, but I mean, when you put in that many points on the board, the offense on the other side gonna touch the ball. They're not, you know what I'm saying? It's a different type of game we playing, so they're gonna score a little bit more. But talent wise, the defense is still up there. They're still getting used to a new defensive coordinator, so you'll see this defense dominate how they have in years past. Very soon, very soon. So yeah, that's my power rankings right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this dude
right
just walked.
on.
This dude
He
just
walked
walked
out.
out.
He might not come back. He might want to food or something. But that was pretty much it. That was the last topic we have. Any new comments or not?
Yeah. So we have a few questions coming in here.
Okay.
Lil Kez says this kind of seems like it was a ChatGPT question, if I'm being honest, but we'll ask it. Defense wins championships. Which NFL or college football teams have the most dominant defenses this season, and what makes them stand out?
Oh wow. Okay, so we can start off with obviously in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Bills and the Cowboys. Those are probably the Cowboys probably have the best defense in the league. Then it'd have to be the Bills. Then I'd have to go with the Niners. Those are probably the top three right now. Those are probably the top three. And when we're looking at college, that's a whole beast in itself because there's a lot of good teams, there's a lot of good sneaky teams. But the obvious pick is going to be Georgia, and they're always going to have one of the best defenses in the league. They're ranked number one for a reason. They got the best defense in the league. Number two is tough because there's a lot of teams you could go with. But I'm gonna have to go with, and it could be very opinionated. Damn, I'm gonna have to go. Texas isn't bad. Texas really shut down. Texas Longhorns. They really shut down. Alabama a couple weeks ago. They did have a shootout, or did they? No, I don't know. But I got Texas, and let's do one more. What do you think? What's one more defense in college?
I mean, shit.
That's tough. It's tough because there's a lot of teams that could really be grouped together into one category.
I mean, I think you got to respect Oregon a little bit for what they did against Colorado.
That's true. Oregon, yeah, you gotta respect Oregon. Who else could be up there?
I mean, Alabama is always going to be, you know what I'm saying, top
Alabama's
defense.
always gonna be there, but if we're talking about right now, it's tough. I'm blanking a little bit.
I think you can just leave it at that, bro.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my top defenses right now. I'm not going to go into college. I'm not that educated on college as of right now. I'm trying to get there. But, I mean, if you want to talk about defense wins championships, I'm going to have to say the 49ers. Statistically, we haven't been one of the best defenses in the league so far. But when you talk talent, you know what I'm saying, and experience, the Niners are at the top, obviously. You got Nick Bosa, you know what I'm saying? You got the best edge rusher in the league. You got the best linebacker in the league. And you got the best safety in the league. I think that says enough. You know what I mean? All three levels, you got all pro players. So, yeah, Lewis, I know you missed out on that part, but which NFL or college football teams have the most dominant defenses this season, and what do you think makes them stand out?
Wow, which NFL or college? Then we got college the most solid defense this year. I don't know. That's a hard question.
Going back to college real quick, don't forget Michigan's doing pretty good without John Harbaugh. They just got him back recently, or he had Jim Harbaugh. They recently got him back. Ohio State's always gonna have a great defense. Florida State's got a great defense. I would put USC up there,
FSU.
but yeah, FSU is pretty good. I would put USC up there, but these past 2 weeks their defenses looked a little bit iffy, so I'll leave them off a top defense. For now. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, we got another AI generated question from Lil Kez. He wanted to know, is there any recent play calling or coaching choices that has caught your attention?
Hmm. Well, if we're talking about baseball, there's a bunch of them. I can talk about. There's a couple from today. I don't know. You guys want to go start first or not? Or shall I?
I mean, I can start. I mean, we've already touched on it a little bit, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. But how the Diamondbacks, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
started their third starter to match up with the Brewers ace, and then would have their aces match up with the weaker pitchers of the Brewers. So I think that was an interesting. It was an interesting choice, and it ended up working out for them. So, you know what I'm saying, that caught my attention. Diamondbacks manager really putting together some creative stuff over there. You got to respect it.
Yeah. I don't know what Bruce Bochy knew, or I don't know if his hand was forced, but starting Jordan Montgomery I thought was bold today from the left-hand side, and man did he dominate. So I don't know if Bruce Bochy knew something, he had trust in him, he just went off Montgomery's performance lately, but he could have went Evaldi because the majority, like we talked about yesterday, the majority of Rays hitters come from the right-hand side. But he really didn't care about the matchups or the splits. He went with who he thought his guy would be, and it was the right choice. So that was a good one.
Experienced manager, you gotta respect him. He's been making these right choices for years.
Yeah, Bruce Bochy looked good. We could talk about that. I thought the one that was interesting was Kevin Gausman chose not to go with his best pitch against Royce Lewis, which really buried him. So he's a splitter guy, and both home runs that Royce Lewis hit were off the four-seam fastball that, hung middle in. So I thought that was interesting, that especially that second time around, because he hit the fastball in that first at bat, and you're gonna go attack him with a fastball again like that. I think you have to go to your best pitch and make him hit your best pitch. I thought that was interesting.
I think another interesting choice actually from the NFL side is, I actually didn't watch this game, so I'm not going to be 100% educated on this, but if you look at the stats, Jameis Winston came in for only one pass and threw an interception. What was up?
Yeah.
What was up with that?
So what was up with that? Because I thought, I was under the impression that Jameis Winston was going to start this whole game.
Yeah,
and
so
then I see Derek Carr. And
yeah,
Derek
why
Carr
did he
was
only
like,
come in for one pass and threw an interception in that one pass? Best quarterback in the NFC.
That's what he did, bro. What you want me to say, bro? I don't. What you want me to say, bro? What you want me to say? Fuck that team, bro. Like real life shit, real shit, bro. Like I put my all into that team, bro, and the team doesn't even care about winning. Fuck, do I care more about winning than the team cares about winning, bro? I'm done, bro. I put my heart in that team, bro. They don't care, bro. These niggas out here are playing like they don't give a fuck, bro. Real shit, bro. So, bro, I see how it is, bro. But, bro.
Yeah.
Shoot, I think we can. No. Say what you gotta say again.
I was going to say one more interesting play call. I think Coach Prime for Colorado on Saturday against USC showed some coaching flaws because they were down one touchdown with about 3 minutes left.
Oh, when they decided to run the ball?
Yeah, and they were running the ball a lot when you have Shador Sanders, who could really dot some throws in there when you need him to. And they chose to run the ball with no timeouts. And I just thought that was very interesting. I thought Coach Prime probably messed up on that a little bit. Obviously, he doesn't have his best weapon, Travis Hunter, but still, put a little trust in your quarterback, let alone your son.
Your son.
Yeah.
Say that.
But I just thought that was a little interesting. And I haven't heard any explanation as to why he chose to do that. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting. It was just, in my opinion, but what do I know? Poor game management towards the end of the game. You got the clock running. You don't got no timeouts. And you're going to run the ball in the middle of the field? I don't know. But yeah.
Well, yeah, I think that wraps it up for us today, unless y'all have any closing statements.
Shit, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here.
Shoot, before we wrap it up, I just want to say thank you to all our viewers out there, man. Let's give a few shout-outs. Gabe Estevez, thank you for commenting. Chalo, thank you for supporting us. JJ, thank you for supporting us. Lil Kez, thank you. Money D-Lo, consistent supporter. Thank you guys, man. We love y'all. This is why we do it, man.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, we're going to sign out with that, man. That's been another episode of OTP, man.
We say
We'll be back
OTP,
with
y'all say you know
You know what I'm
me.
saying? We'll